Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah. So I am Bishwal. My highest qualification is MCA, and I have more than 14 years of experience in IT industry. And I am a certified AEM lead developer and a certified OSPR Commerce Server lead developer. And currently, I'm working with one of the largest IT company as AEM architect. My expertise are in Java, J2E, OSPR Commerce, AEM, and till now I trained more than 1500 students globally. So apart from my job, during my leisure times, I used to take some individual as well as corporate trainings like this. Okay. So this is briefly about me. So now come to the targeted audiences of this training. All the experienced Java developers. Okay. If you are working in some Java technologies like Spring, Hibernate, and microservices, and you want to switch into AEM, you can go for this training. And if you are a experienced web developer, if you are working in some web technologies, for example, C#.NET, PHP, and you want to switch into AEM, you can go for this training also. And if you have worked on some other CMS, CMS stands for Content Management System. Okay. So there are a lot of CMSs in the market. We have WordPress, Joomla, Crownpeak, Tridian. Okay. And if you're working in some other CMS and want to switch into AEM, you can go for this training. Uh, and freshers who are having good knowledge of Java and HTML can go for this training also. Okay. So this is about the targeted audiences of this training. So prerequisites. Actually, AEM is a Java-based content management system. Okay, just give a minute. Uh, Nivedan, is it Nivedan?
Yes.
Okay. So actually, we are discussing the basic introduction parts and all. Okay. So she just joined today. Okay.
I just had one question.
Yeah.
So after this course, we'll be able to apply for uh, AEM developer roles, or
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
and
AEM.
in AEM and in AEM, is there a front end separate and back end separate, or like can we get only front end roles in AEM?
Hmm. So like any other web applications, we have core developers as well as UI developers here. Okay. So this course focuses on core development of AEM. Okay. So you will be a core developer of AEM at the end of this training.
Okay. And also I can apply for AEM front end development roles as well.
If,
Like if I don't
if
want to work on Java.
correct, if you know CSS and JS, then you can apply for front end developer also.
Okay, okay. Sounds good.
So in prerequisites, we need basics of Java. When I say basics, it means uh, if you see a Java class, easily you can understand this is a Java class, these are variables, these are methods. This is how we are calling a method. This is how we are instantiating a class, OOPS concept, inheritance, interface, abstract, like all the basic things only. We don't need in-depth knowledge of Java, so basics is fine. Okay. Then basics of HTML. Uh, so everyone knows this, no need to say. So basics of JavaScript and CSS. So if you know JS and CSS, it will be an added advantage for you. You can be a full stack developer of AEM. Okay, fine. So now come to the opportunities. So AEM is the market leader among all CMSs. It is having high demand in the market now. It's a niche technology. Okay. And you'll get a lot of job opportunities in AEM in comparison to other CMSs. All the big IT companies are having a lot of projects in AEM. And if you get a job with AEM profile, definitely you'll get a better package in comparison to Java developer. Okay. And once you get a job, it won't be difficult to get a project in AEM also, because there are very less number of resources in the market, and AEM is a licensed tool, so very less people know it. Less number of resources are available in the market. Okay, so this is about the opportunities. By end of the training, what you will be able to do. Okay, so as I told, this is for the AEM core development. So by end of the training, you will be able to create AEM projects. You can create static templates, dynamic templates, pages. You can create client libraries, OSGi bundles, Sling servlets, Sling models, query builders, content services, content fragments, experience fragments, workflows. Okay. So like this, you can you'll be able to do a lot of things. And these are the things which are expected from a core developer of AEM. Okay. And you will be able to do it by end of this time. Now come to the course content. Our course content has two parts, basics and advanced. In basics, we are going to cover all the concepts which are common in all versions of AEM. Okay, so right now in market, we have AEM as a cloud service as well as AEM 6.5. Earlier to this, we had 6.0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. So in basics, we'll cover the concepts which are common in all versions of AEM. Means we can find it in AEM 6.0 as well as in AEM 6.5. It includes introduction, installation, browse different consoles, authoring, architecture, stack of AEM, exploring different page properties, Eclipse installation with AEM plugin, create project, create static template, create page rendering component, sample website structure, use basic Sightly APIs, open pages and consoles in Touch UI and Classic UI, modularize page rendering component, Sling resolution, inheritance of components, build dynamic navigation component, use of loggers, create training title component, create different types of edit dialogues, create logo component, create design dialog, find out difference between edit and design dialogues, then foundation components, parses, iparses, breadcrumb, then we'll create some dynamic image component, we'll create some complex components, then we'll discuss about internationalization, client libraries. Okay. So these are the things which we are going to cover as part of your basics. So now come to the advanced. In advanced, we'll cover um, editable templates or dynamic templates, policies, layout. We'll create base templates, content fragments, content fragment templates, variations, authoring, experience fragments, templates, variations, and experience fragment authoring, tagging, OSGi bundles. We'll create and use the bundles. Workflow basics. We'll customize process step of workflow, Sling models, Sling servlets, query builders, event handlers, content services, AMSM, dispatcher basic, OSGi configurations. So we'll cover all those things as part of your advanced features. Okay, course duration will be almost 30 hours, maybe more than that. Every day 1 hour. In every class, we'll discuss some concept, and based on that concept, we'll do some exercises. All the exercises should be done by you in your system. I'll simply guide you how to do that. Okay. So This is about course content, course duration, and any questions, doubts on that?
So how do we practice at home?
Yeah, so you should have AEM instance with you. Okay, then you can use that to start practice at home. If you don't have that instance, I will share that installable. We'll install it in your system and you can practice it.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
So now we'll start AEM. Okay, so before we start learning AEM, so first we have to understand what is CMS. AEM is a Java-based CMS, content management system. So what is CMS? CMS stands for Content Management System. CMS is a tool or software using which we can create the website and manage the content of the website dynamically. Okay, you can create any website and we can manage the content of that website dynamically. For example, I'll open one website. So I have opened ndtv.com. So this is a news website. Okay, so you can create this website also using CMS. So CMS is a tool using which you can create any website and manage the content of the website dynamically. So what is content here? Whatever you see on this page, everything is content. For example, this image, this text, logo, navigation bar. Okay, so this text, whatever you see on this page, everything is content. Okay, manage the content of the website dynamically. Manage the content means you will be able to change the content. Dynamically means without restarting the server. Without making the server down, you will be able to change the content. Okay, change the content. Let's say this is a news website. If you refresh this page every 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you will find some of the contents are getting changed frequently. How? Because this website is created using some CMS, and CMS provides that facility to manage the content, change the content dynamically. Okay, means without restarting the server, without making your website down, you can change the content of your website. Okay, after 10 minutes, let's say I want to display some other image and some other text. Okay, my website will be up and running, but I will be able to change this image and change the text. So CMS provides that feature. Okay. So in market, we have a number of CMSs available like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, CrownPeak, Tridian, AEM, Sitecore. So like this number of CMSs are there. Then why everyone is preferring AEM? Why we are not learning CrownPeak or Drupal or some other CMS? Okay. So we'll come to that. Before that, we'll discuss the history of AEM. There was a company called Day Software. They had a product called Communic or CQ5. Okay. Later, Adobe took over that company and they renamed that product CQ5 to AEM, Adobe Experience Manager. So now it is AEM or Adobe Experience Manager. Earlier it was CQ5. Okay. So this is the history of AEM. Then why everyone is preferring AEM? When I say everyone, it means customers are preferring, content authors are preferring, and developers are preferring. Okay, customers or clients are preferring AEM. Why? So AEM is a product of Adobe. Adobe is a very good brand in the market. All the customers or clients have trust on Adobe. So that is the first reason why all the customers prefer AEM. Second, Adobe is having a product called Adobe Marketing Cloud, AMC. Okay. So in that product, there are number of tools are there. Okay. So this is your Adobe Marketing Cloud. In Adobe Marketing Cloud, we have Adobe Analytics, Adobe Campaign, Adobe Experience Manager, AEM, Adobe Target. So like this number of tools are there. So Adobe sells Adobe Marketing Cloud. They do not sell AEM, Campaign, Target individually. Okay, so when customer buys Adobe Marketing Cloud, they'll get all the tools. Okay, so what they will do with these tools? So using AEM, they can create the website and manage the content. But there are other tools, Adobe Campaign, Target, Analytics. What they will do with these tools? Are the tools are really helpful for them? Yes, those tools are really helpful. How? Let's say go to the same website. So this is a news website. Okay, why the company launches the website? Because they want to generate some revenue from the website directly or indirectly. So how ndtv.com is generating revenue from this website? By showing advertisements. Okay, they are showing the ads. By showing the ads, they are generating the revenue. Okay. So how they show the ads? Let's say they developed this website using AEM. There is a tool called Adobe Campaign, which is also part of Adobe Marketing Cloud. Both AEM and Adobe Campaign are part of Adobe Marketing Cloud. So in Adobe Campaign tool, they can create the advertisements. Okay. They can create newsletters. They can create promotions. And they can use those ads, promotions on your AEM website. Okay. They just need to integrate AEM with Adobe Campaign. Using AEM, they can create the website, manage the content, and on the website, they can show the ads, okay, because they have integrated AEM with Adobe Campaigns. Okay. But if you are using some other CMS to develop your website, like Tridian, Karampi, or some other CMS, and you want to show the ads on your screen, so you have to purchase some third-party campaign tool. You need to integrate that tool with your CMS. That integration will take a lot of time, effort, and cost. So that is the reason all the customers are preferring AEM because they are getting a complete solution to launch one revenue generating website from Adobe Marketing Cloud. They do not need to go to different vendors to purchase different tools. Okay, they will get all the tools in one package in AMC, Adobe Marketing Cloud, to create or launch the revenue generating website. I'll give one example. If you want to implement personalization in your website, personalization means, let's say I watch this ndtv.com every day. I'm interested in sports news. Every day I watch sports news on this website. So next day when I open it, they will show me the sports news as a priority. How? Because they have analyzed my navigational activities. Based on that analysis, they are showing me the personalized content. Okay, so how they analyzed? So if you are using Adobe Marketing Cloud, your website is created using AEM. There are tools called Adobe Target, Adobe Analytics. You need to integrate AEM with Target and Analytics. You can easily implement personalization concept. But if you are using some other CMS, you have to purchase some third-party analytics tool, third-party target tool. You need to integrate them. That integration will take a lot of time, effort, and cost. So definitely customers will go for one product where they are getting everything in one package. They don't need to go to different vendors. Okay, fine. So this is the reason why the customers are preferring AEM because they are getting a complete solution to launch one revenue generating website. Then content authors are also preferring AEM. So content authors means sometime back I told you managing the contents. Who will manage the content? There is a type of user called content author. In any AEM project, we have developers, two types of developers, core developers, UI developers, content authors. testers, administrators. So like this, different type of users are there. The content authors are the persons who are going to manage the content of the website. Okay. So manage the content means change the content. Okay. Let's say I'm a content author. Okay. I want to change the content. I want to change this image and change the text of this website. So how will do this? Simply I'll open this page. Okay. There is a separate URL for that. Then double click on this image. One widget will open. I'll drag and drop new image. Click OK. Image got changed. I'll double click on the text. One widget will open. I'll type new text. Click OK. Text got changed. So very easily I can manage the content of this website. AEM provides a very flexible and friendly environment to manage the content. You can change the content on the page directly. Let's say your website is created using some other CMS, Tridian, some other CMS, and you want to manage the content, change the content. You have to open a folder, some subfolder, some config file, do the changes there, open your page, test it. If it is not working, find out some other config file, do the changes. So it will be a hectic task for the content authors to manage the content if the website is created using some other CMS. But if it is created using AEM, very easily we can manage the content. AEM provides a very flexible and friendly environment for the content authors. That's why all the content authors are preferring AEM. Developers are also preferring AEM. So why developers are preferring AEM? First, AEM is very easy to learn. Second, AEM provides a lot of inbuilt APIs, libraries, even if they provide one sample website, sample web application for our reference also. Once you do the installation in your system, you will get one sample website there. So before you develop your website, you can just refer how things are done in the sample website and you can develop. Okay, so from AEM itself, as a developer, you will get a lot of help. Okay, so that is the reason all the developers are also preferring AEM, and that's why AEM is in demand in the market. Okay, any questions, doubts on this? Okay, so now we'll discuss about instances of AEM. So there are two instances, author and publish. Okay, so what is instance? Instance means a platform. Author instance means author instance provides a platform where your complete website will be developed. So what exactly we are going to develop here? We are going to develop the website, right? Website means we are going to develop the pages of your website. How will develop the pages? How will create the pages? Who will create the pages? Content author is the person who will create the pages of your website. So how will create the pages? In AEM, to create a page, we need a template. Content author needs templates to create the pages. Single template can be used to create multiple pages. So content author will create the page and he needs template to create a page. So from here he'll get the template, the developer will develop it. Once template is developed, content author will use that to create pages. Now content author created some pages. Those pages are empty, blank. He wants to show some content on the pages. He wants to show some images, some text, video. So how will show the content, those content on the pages? To show the image, he needs image component. To show a video on your website, he needs a video component. To show the title text, you need title component, text component. From where he'll get the component? Developer will develop it. Okay. So developer will develop templates, components, authoring interfaces, Java classes, JavaScript, all those things. Content author will use the templates to create the pages of your website. We will use the components to show content on the pages. All the activities will happen in your author instance. Complete development will happen in your author instance. So now your website is created in author. So author instance is only accessible by the internal users. Internal users means developers, content authors, testers, administrators. Okay. But you want to expose your website to the end users. Then whatever we have created in author instance, whatever we have developed, we have to publish that. We have to put all those things in your publish instance. Okay, so whatever we created, once it is published, it will go to your publish instance. Publish instance is accessible by the end users. So whatever we see here, okay, when you type ndtv.com, whatever content you see on your page, all the contents are coming from publish instance. This page is itself coming from your publish instance, but it was created in author instance, then published. After that, it was available for the end users like us. Okay, so publish instance is accessible by the end users. Okay, if you want to do some changes, content changes in your publish, let's say I I want to change this image in publish instance. So we are not supposed to do that. First, change this image in author instance, then publish it. After that, it will be available in your publish instance, means in your website. Okay. So whatever final content we are seeing on the page, that is coming from your publish instance. So publish instance just like a container which contains the latest and stable content of your website. Okay. So in author website, author instance, your complete website will be developed, and once it is developed, you have to publish that to the publish instance so that end users can access it. Okay. So mostly we are going to work on author instance. We are going to develop the website, means we'll work in author instance. Okay. Any questions or doubts on author and publish instance? Okay. So now we'll discuss how the content flows from the content authors to the end users. Okay. End users means the users who browse the final website. For example, NDTV. Now I am a end user for this website. Okay. Content author who create these pages, who add content on these pages. Okay. So how the content flows from the content authors to the end users. Every project will have some content authors. Let's say in my project, we have 4 content authors, A, B, C, and D. So as we discussed, we have author instance, publish instance, right? So we have environments also like dev environment, QA environment, UAT, prod. So it means we have a dev author instance, dev publish instance, QA author instance, QA publish instance, prod author instance, prod publish instance. Okay. Let's say this is my production environment. This is my production author instance, production publish instance. So production author instance, there are 4 content authors are working, A, B, C, D. Content author A created some 10 pages. He added some content on those pages and published it. B created 5 pages, added content, published. C created some more pages in author instance, published. D created 10 pages, content added and published. Now, whatever all four content authors created in author instance, okay, now all the pages, 40 pages are available in public instance because they have published it. Okay. So you can have a single publish instance or multiple publish instances based on the number of customers. Okay. So if your website is having less number of customers, then you can have a single publish instance. Okay. If you have lots of customers like Amazon.com, some other e-commerce websites and all, so you can have multiple publish instances. If you are having multiple publish instances, then whatever, but you should have only one author instance always. Okay. So prod author, then you can have prod multiple publish A, publish B, publish C like this. So whatever you created in author instance, you have to publish to all publish instances so that all the publish instances will have the same content. Okay. So now your website, web pages and the contents are available here. It was created here. After publishing, it is available here. Now the end user can access it. End user A, let's say, type some website, Amazon.com, ndtv.com. Okay. Press enter in the browser. What will happen? One request will be created, and that request will hit your publish instance. But before it hits the publish instance, your request will first hit the web server. Like other web applications, here also we have application server and web server. So this publish instance is our application server. So before the request hit the application server or publish instance, it will hit the web server. In the web server, there is another tool. Sometimes we call it as another instance of AEM. Okay, that is dispatcher. So dispatcher will be running in web server. Okay. So now your request will hit the web server. Now dispatcher will read that request and redirect that request to the publish instance and retrieves the content for that request and display the content on the website. At the same time, it will store all the static HTML content in a temporary storage device. So dispatcher will redirect your request to publish instance, okay, and it stores the static HTML in a temporary storage device and shows the content to the end user. After 5 minutes, same user refresh the page. Again, the request will hit the web server. Dispatcher will be running there. Now, dispatcher will redirect that request to the publish instance only to get the changed content. The rest of the content it will retrieve from the temporary storage device. First time it stored the static content there, right? So it will retrieve it from there, temporary storage device. So this mechanism is called as caching. So dispatcher is responsible for caching and load balancing. It will store the static content in a temporary storage device. Whenever requested, it will retrieve it from there. If the contents are not changed in publish instance, then it will retrieve it from the temporary storage and display it. If it is changed, then it will retrieve it from publish instance. So this is your caching mechanism. So dispatcher is responsible for caching. Dispatcher is also responsible for load balancing. Load balancing means, let's say your website is having lakhs of users, Amazon.com. Let's say 10,000 users trying to do some transaction at a time. So thousands of requests got created. All the requests will hit the server, web server. Now thousands of requests, dispatcher will redirect all the thousands of requests to the publish instance. If you have only one publish instance, so dispatcher will redirect all the requests to that publish instance. The thousands requests will hit the publish instance at a time. What will happen? The instance may become slow, may crash also. So to avoid that, they will install multiple publish instances. Publish A, B, C, D like this. Now same thousands of users trying to access Amazon.com. So thousands requests created, thousands requests dispatcher will receive. Now dispatcher will do load balancing. Load balancing means now you have 10 publish instances. It will redirect first 100 requests to publish A, next 100 requests to publish B, next 100 to publish D, next 100 to publish E. So it will distribute the load among different publish instances. Dispatcher will do that. Okay. So that your website work faster, pages will load faster. So earlier we had only one instance. As we are getting a lot of traffic, so we install multiple publish instance, and dispatcher is distributing the load among different publish instances. And it also does caching and shows the content to the end users. Okay. So your website, the page is created here, then published. It will be available in your publish instance for the end users. When the end user type the URL, the request got created, request will hit the web server. In the web server, dispatcher will be running. Dispatcher will do caching and load balancing and retrieves the content from publish instance and shows it to the end user. Okay. So this is how the content flows from the content authors to the end users. Any questions, doubts on this? Okay. Yes, there are other students are there, but I am not hearing from anyone. It's Vamsi. Okay. Nivedan, are you good? Okay, fine. So I hope you understood. So we'll cover this much today. In the next class, we are going to cover all the consoles provided by AEM. Okay. So as AEM is a tool or software, like other tools, you'll find number of consoles or interfaces, okay, provided for different types of users to perform different tasks. Okay. So what all consoles available in AEM, we'll discuss that in the next class. Okay. If you have any questions, you can go ahead. Okay. Otherwise, we'll just wrap it here for today. We'll have a regular session from tomorrow onwards, same time.
Hey, hi everyone. Tomorrow, same time, same meeting link, we have the class. You can join it. And after tomorrow class, who want to continue the regular classes, then I have given my number in the chart. Say 9642373173. You can get in touch with me for the enrollment. Okay. If you have any subject-wise question, just post to Visual.
Okay, guys. So if you don't have anything, then you can wrap it.
Thank you. Thank you, Visual.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Morning.
Thank you.
8 a.m.